is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Separate Ways content for you. And today I'm going to be going over what is the best handgun in the Separate Ways campaign. Now, I understand it is strictly opinionated, so whatever you guys feel like you think is the best handgun, let me know down in the comment section down below. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, wait a minute, you've already done best handgun in the main game of Resident Evil 4 Remake. Why are you doing it again? Because all these weapons are basically the same exact weapons. Yes and no. Yes, they are for the most part the same exact weapons, but the Blacktail and the Punisher are actually slightly different. The Blacktail being the Blacktail AC and the Punisher being the Punisher MC is not just two abbreviations. In terms of stats, there are actually slight differences from the original campaign, so I figured, hey, might as well do it. So you might be wondering, the AC, MC, I believe the AC stands for Ada Custom and the MC stands for Merchant Custom. So let me know in the comment section if you actually know if that's right or wrong, because I'm just kind of guessing. But yeah, since the Merchant apparently likes Ada more than Leon, he actually has customized weapons only for Ada, but it's probably because she's the actually first person to ever address the poor guy. I mean, the poor guy's been out here trying to sell stuff in this whole Las Plagas infected area of the world, and Ada, first time seeing him, actually spoke to him, so he must have been really thrilled. But yeah, he gives you a few customizable weapons across the campaign, which was very nice of him. But regardless, let's get right into it. Let's get into our first handgun, the Punisher MC. And for the most part, it is roughly the same as the one in the main campaign of Resident Evil 4 Remake. The biggest difference here, or the one difference in the category, is that this Punisher is actually a little bit more damage dealing than the one from the main campaign. So it has a little bit more firepower. It also comes compatible with the laser sight, and obviously its bonus is the 5 times penetration power. So it's really good if you got multiple enemies and you're not just fighting that one dude, because you're never fighting the one Gunado. You always got a whole horde of them coming after you. But once again, it definitely has the highest ammo count, so definitely good if you're someone who might not be able to hit the shots. Obviously having the laser sight is good for the accuracy and precision. So let's see how it does here. And once again, obviously the laser sight is a big bonus, and the big clip size is also good and helpful. I think it's a good solid weapon overall. By the way, I don't know why. That whole animation when they have it just had me laughing. But let's just try to gain our composure here. I think this is just an excellent overall weapon. It's definitely something that is very reliable to get the job done. And I always kind of prefer it more towards, if you're not the most accurate person in the world, you definitely have that extra ammo count to spam, as well as the laser sight to really help you out. And with the extra damage boost, it's definitely a plus to me. Obviously not the powerhouse the other two are in pure damage, but I think with the ammo count, the fire rate on top of the laser sight, I think it matched up really well to them. So overall, the Punisher is definitely a good custom have in this one. Now let's move over towards the Blacktail AC, which I'm assuming is Blacktail Ada Custom. This is the gun you start out with. And this one also has a little bit of a difference compared to the original one, where it is not as precise. The precision is a little bit down, but to be honest with you, I didn't really notice anything particular in terms of not being able to hit. But the thing about this is, this gun is definitely a powerhouse. It's definitely something you can fire pretty fast. You got a great fire rate, real speed. I love the original Blacktail from the original Resident Evil 4, and I love the Blacktail in the remake. So definitely a personal fan favorite for me personally. But let's see how the Blacktail AC does against actual enemies. And what's going to be test out the poor villagers. These guys need a break, man. I abused them so much in my other weapons videos of the OG campaign of Resident Evil 4 Remake. But here we go. And once again, obviously you don't have the amount of bullets to fire, but you definitely see the advantage in terms of just having the extra power. And the thing I can't really stress enough, and it's hard for me to describe this, it's the feeling. And everyone's going to be different, but when I fire this gun, it just, I don't know what it is. It's just, I just feel like it. Like, I feel like every shot feels like it's impacting, it's hitting, and I feel like I'm just going through these Ganados like nothing. And as long as I hit a crit spot, I'm in good hands. So the Blacktail, really powerful, efficient in the ammunition, even with the lower capacity, it's getting the job done real nice. And last but definitely not least is the Red 9. And once again, I think we all can agree on this. It's definitely the coolest looking weapon. Obviously, it comes compatible with the stock to help it out, stabilize it, but it's definitely the coolest looking gun. It's definitely a fan favorite. It's definitely a powerhouse in terms of its power and ability, and it is the same exact version of the one on the original campaign, the remake, compared to this one. So Nothing unusual or different about it here. So I guess we'll be kind of going over once again what we expect from the Red 9. So without further ado, let's get into that. And as expected, the Red 9 definitely is something that can decimate people. Obviously, you got to be careful because this thing can kick on you, especially if you're not using it without the stock. But if you can hit your shots, it's definitely a powerhouse. It's definitely, you look cool using it, and you definitely feel the effect of it. And one other thing it obviously has over the other guns is not only is it the coolest looking, it also got the coolest reload animation. So it's definitely that old-fashioned look to it, but just cool in every way. So if it came down to looks, the Red 9 is winning hands down every single category. But in terms of what it does against its enemies, and with the stock, it definitely enhances its effectiveness in not only being a high-powered weapon, but also not having that crazy recoil to go over. It's definitely a powerhouse. But now let's get into the discussion of which handgun do I prefer. And once again, I think I guess got a slight. It's slight and it's close, but I just feel like I gotta go with the Blacktail. I just feel like with the Blacktail, the best way I can explain it, it just feels the best to use. Like the other two are great. And there's no one gun that is dominant in all circumstances. Obviously, circumstances helps and stuff. But to me, I just feel like the Blacktail gives me exactly what I need. It gives me the power. It's effective, the efficiency. It's easy to use. It feels good firing it. The other two are great too. The Red 9 and the Punisher are excellent in this as well. But overall, me personally, I got to go with the Blacktail. But the differences in between those three are so good. If you ask 100 people, you get 100 different answers. But nonetheless, that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. What is your preferred handgun to use in the SeparateWays campaign? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And also, do you think the reason why the merchant gives these select weapons Ada is just because he likes Ada more than Leon? Because remember, Leon never addressed the poor merchant. It was always Ada was the first person I ever talked to him. So maybe that's why he gives her all this modified stuff. But let me know down in the comment section down below which handgun you do prefer. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. And hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope to see you all later. Peace.
Sweet dreams.